Dr. NGR Educational and Research Institute, University, Madurai, Chennai.
Good afternoon to everyone present here for the first session of Diksharam 2024 Student Induction Program on Day 4. I am Dr. F. Frederick Jnanaraj, Assistant Professor, First Year Engineering and Technology from the Department of Mechanical Engineering, welcoming you all. General Colin Powell says there is no secret to success. It is the result of preparation, hard work, and learning from failure. On behalf of the Faculty of Engineering and Technology, I'd like to extend a warm welcome to our founder chairman, Dr. A.C. Shanmugam sir, and President Engineer A.C. Arun Kumar sir. I'd like to welcome our Provost, Vice Chancellor, Rector, Registrar, Senior Registrar, Additional Registrars, Joint Registrars, Deans, and heads of various departments, and also all the various executives present here. A new session begins, and I welcome all the young, enthusiastic scholars listening to me. I also welcome our chief guest of the day, Mr. Tobin Jose, Director of Santa Maria International, to help us with the Diksharam 2024 program. And let us now listen to the profile of the speaker for this first session.
Thank you, sir. Good afternoon to one and all present here. I am Dr. M. Vanati, Professor, Department of Civil Engineering, First Year ENT. It gives me a great pleasure to introduce today's chief guest of Students Induction Program, Diksharam 2024. We are honored to welcome our chief guest of this session, Mr. Tobin Jose, Young Indians, Chennai Yuva member and Director of Santa Maria International and Finished Leather Manufacturing. I'm sure that this interaction with our chief guest in the topic of Yuva Bharatham will be a valuable learning opportunity for all of us. Now, I invite Mr. Tobin Jose to address our distinguished audience. Welcome you, sir.
Sir, please unmute. Joe, sir, can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah, now am I clear now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Thanks again, sir. Thanks,
Okay, thank you,
Thanks for the intro. So, good afternoon, all students. Wonderful to have all of you here. And from MGI, they told me that you all are new joinees. It's an induction program. So, congrats to all who joined MGI this year. So, I'm actually Tobin. Okay, I'm part of an organization called Young Indians, and today I came here to talk about Yuva Club. So UA's club that actually works with all the colleges from our organization, and MJR is also part of the UA club. So we thought we will just come over and give a small introduction on it. Ma'am, can you play the video now? The Young Indians video. Can you play now? Yeah. Ma'am, just want to check my internet connectivity seems to be slow. Am I still audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Audible, sir.
Hello.
Sir, audible, sir.
Are you able to hear me, sir? Just wanted to check.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, thanks, sir. So students, நீங்க எல்லாரும் பார்த்திருப்பீங்கன்னு நினைக்கிறேன். Just we went through a video, right? That's about young Indians. Okay. I know this is not a platform where we both are not able to communicate face to face, but you always have the chat box up with you using the comment section. You can, if there is something that you want to ask, you can always ask that. I'll just give you just small brief on what young Indians are and what Yuva is. Okay. So I myself, I'm an entrepreneur and I'm into leather manufacturing business. And similarly, there are multiple people across young Indians, like mostly who are entrepreneurs and good position in their career. So we all come together and work for the benefit of the society, and that's how young Indians is formed. So there is a organization called CA, Confederation of Indian Industries. Okay, they generally work with the governments and the industries for the betterment of the nation. So young Indians is more of a youth wing of it, and what we generally do, we try to work with schools, colleges, so that we can uplift the next generation. Okay, because we all believe it's the next generation, especially you youngsters, that can drive India ahead. And for that, we want to build that leadership capabilities and all other capabilities while you are in institutions itself. So we work with a lot of colleges here across India. So I come from the Chennai chapter, and I take care of the college relations that generally deals with all colleges. Okay, that's what you call Yuva. Ma'am, can we have that PPT up? Thanks, ma'am. So the word or the logo that you see here, it's the Yuva logo, which we use in young Indians. Can we go next, ma'am? Yeah. Yeah, next, ma'am. Yeah, thanks. So Yuva is the one team that deals only with colleges. Okay, so just in Chennai alone, we work with more than 25 plus colleges. And if you could look at the numbers, like there are around 15,000 Yuvas in Chennai alone. And I hope most of you would have seen that video that came up front. So you would have seen some chapters in Patriping. Yeah. Anyone can message how many chapters you saw in Young Indians across India? Let's see. Chatல நிறைய டைப் அடிக்கிறீங்க. யாராவது வீடியோ கவனிச்சிங்களா இல்லையான்னு ஜஸ்ட் செக் பண்றதுக்கு தான், வேற எதுவும் இல்லை. There was a number that said how many chapters in the video. Any guesses? Any wrong guesses also fine. Someone mentioned 7. More than that. Someone mentioned 4. Fine. General afternoon session, physical sessions are not so easy, especially after lunch and all, and that is online, so I can understand. So it was actually 66 chapters in the video. Okay. By chapter, we mean a city. So Engin is actually present across currently close to 70 cities in India alone. Okay. So this is just the Chennai chapter. In Chennai chapter, numbers in Chennai chapter, we work with 25 plus colleges. Okay. So we're also happy that MGR is also part of it. And MGR has been one of the active colleges in the Yuva chapter Chennai. Yeah, next, ma'am. Can you press next? So for us, right, these are just numbers, okay. But above all these things, right, we actually believe, all our members actually believe that you are, that college youth, they are the backbone for a lot of activities that we do. Even on the video also, you would have seen a lot of activities here and there. So most of the activities, grand scale and small scale and okay, all these things are possible only through the youth strength. It's not just we members, but along with our youth, we do it. Yeah. So on the current slide, you can see projects, right? So one way wonder, so engage another pandrang. So in the 5 projects that we focus on, one about road safety, health, massum, accessibility, climate change. Massum, it's related to the child safety, especially most related on child sexual abuse and accessibility for people with disabilities. So in detail, we'll go across all these things. Okay. Yeah. Next one. Yeah. Can you go one step back, ma'am? Yeah. There was a number that popped up. Yeah. If anyone wants to give a guess, they can give a guess on what this number is about. I can tell you one thing, it's related to road safety. Any guesses? Let's see. Yara konja closer varanglan paapom. Any random guess? What do you think this number could mean in terms of road safety? இன்னும் கூட 65 லாம் சொல்றாங்க நிறைய பேர். சாப்டர் क्वेश्चन அடுத்த क्वेश्चन வந்துரும். Accident per day. That many accidents. I'm happy that most of you are coming close to it. Okay, accidents. That's true. It's related to the accidents only. But this number actually means the number of lives lost because of accidents in year in India alone. Okay, if you bring it down on a day basis, it's close to 450 people who die every day because of road accidents just in India. Okay, so these are very sensitive topics. Sometimes road safety easier poirom. Okay, in the 450 people, anyone could be there. Our family members இருக்கலாம். Okay, our friends, தெரிஞ்சவங்க, neighbors, anyone that from our acquaintance could have been there. Okay, so these are actually very serious topics. And we believe இப்போ நம்ம நடுவுல ஜஸ்ட் ஒரு ரோட்ல போயிட்டு நம்ம ஒரு பிளக்கார்டு வச்சுட்டு don't drive fast ன்னு சொல்லிட்டா we are still not sure how effective these things are. So that's one reason why we want to tune things at the grassroots level. Even our schools, colleges, we wanted to tell them what we can do about all these things. Okay. So next, ma'am. Yeah. Thanks. So multiple things happens in this. Okay, with respect to road safety vertical alone, இப்போ நீங்க பாத்தீங்கன்னா Good Samaritan Act ன்னு போட்டிருக்காங்க இல்லையா? I'm not sure how many of you would know about Good Samaritan Act, but just a thing, like when we see someone lying on road because of an accident in blood, do you know the actual reason why people don't go and rescue them? Even though the watcher is a good person, most of the times they don't try or to rescue them. Any clue on why that reason could be? Comments use பண்ணலாம். ஆக்சிடென்ட்ஸ்ல இருக்கவங்கள நம்ம ஏன் காப்பாத்த இருக்கோம்னு நினைக்கிறீங்க? Super. Police case. Absolutely true. Because of all the legal formalities and police cases, right? People are afraid. Okay. Those are very important things. Practically, those are the reasons why we don't help. Okay. But for your, just for your awareness, so as per Indian government as well, especially the under Ministry of Roads, so there is an act called Good Samaritan Act, where if we help someone on the road because of the road accidents, we are not bound by any legal actions. Okay, even by police or by the hospitals, we are not bound by any legal actions or any money or any financial things as well. Okay, the law itself protects us. Just wanted to give an glimpse. Okay, this kind of awarenesses, right, we spread it through, especially school pasangalku, media pasangalku. It's an awareness program. Similarly, emergency response is amazing initiative. Okay, uh, I'm not sure how many of you know about CPR and all, like how to give practical CPR. Emergency situation might come to anyone uh, at any time, but at the time, are we prepared enough to handle that emergency? That's a question. So we bring in specific trainers, general theoretical sessions, half a day dedicated session for a batch of 50 students or non-teaching students as well, and we ask them to get trained under emergency responder. If your family member heart attack emergency situations, how to handle that. Okay, practical every rescue because every second or every minute is valuable. Okay. I just went in detail with just these two alone. So again, it's a lot of projects are there. One is with road safety, these two. Yeah, next one, we can move to the next one. So similarly, there are other verticals as well. For example, health. In health also, we got a separate team who works on mental health, especially the currently especially applicable for students both in schools and in colleges. We all know the suicide rates which are going up, right? So you all know the reason behind it as well, because of stress and a lot of things to do. So we conduct sessions where we tell students how to adapt to situations, how they can manage even the exams, even the career goals, all those things. Another important thing, drug and alcohol abuse. Okay. அதுலயும் எப்படி இந்த யூசஸ்ல எப்படி குறைக்கிறது, எப்படி prevent பண்றது. Even few weeks back also we did one session along with National Narcotics Bureau on this thing as well. Okay, a lot of activities we do apart from this as well. Even the pictures here says so. Next, man. So Masoom, kind of a very sensitive topic amongst what we deal with. Masoom is related with child safety. Okay, so especially for children, right, who are in school, those are very vulnerable ages. Okay, it's a time when a person gets shaped. At that time, if someone gets abused and all, it will reflect on their entire life. Okay, so those are places where we wanted to address. Okay, where we wanted to tell the society like how they can be safe, especially our members go and take sessions for school kids on what to do on those circumstances and how to avoid all those things. Okay, um, so there is another thing called vigilante. Physical world mariye, cyber world, we all know the benefits of it. Even this conversation that we're having now, it's all because of the benefits of cyber world. Okay, at the same time, there are some risks involved in it, especially because of scamsters and a lot of other things. Okay, so we conduct sessions where one can be digitally safe as well. So that's vigilante. Yeah, next one. This is one of the proud project of Y Chennai actually. So accessibility, it's a team that works for person with disabilities. Okay, um, disabled people also, they also have a life, and but at the same time they don't have the equal opportunities like we usually do. Okay, for example, when you want to take a public transport and go, how easy for us. Okay, I'm just not a but not the case for them. They have their own physical challenges to do that. So we wanted to give them a day to celebrate. So this actually happened a few weeks back as well. Walk Along 2.0. Last year only it started Walk Along. This year it was Walk Along 2.0. From Chennai, we brought in around 500 people with disabilities from close to 15 institutes just in Chennai alone, and we gave them a day to celebrate. What happened there? All the people with regular abilities, they took a walk along with a person with disability, so that they can also understand uh, how their regular life is. They took a walk along, and along this walk, we had a lot of game stalls. Okay, most of the game stalls were done by the college students. Each and every colleges put up a stall where they had fun, interactive games and other things as well. So during the walk, people can enjoy that as well. All these things happen only because of the power of a youth. Yeah, next one. So there is a fifth project which we do. It's related to climate change. Climate change, mostly about the global warming and other important things that's related to Earth, right? So we do a lot of awareness sessions and other things. Even happy streets, Chennai probably பார்த்திருக்கலாம். Whenever happy streets also happen, few of our youth and members go there, conduct interactive games or awareness sessions over there as well about how valuable water is or any other natural resources. So these are various things we do. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, we can go next slide now. So along with the projects at URYA, right, we also have got various other initiatives as well. Okay, for example, entrepreneurship, innovation, learning, and sports. These are some of the major initiatives that we do. So apart from the social work things as well, we also want our URs to learn. Okay, all our URs to learn because we see them not just as volunteers but as future leaders. And for that, we do sessions for them, like real-time entrepreneurs come in, take sessions for them. Similarly, we do design thinking workshops to make you think in an innovative way, and some industrial visits and all, speaker sessions. All this comes under learning. Sports. All these things will be part of that. Yeah, next one. இப்போ நான் சொன்னது எல்லாமே யுவான்ற ஒரு வெர்டிக்கல்குள்ள அண்டர் யங் இந்தியன்ஸ் யுவா இஸ் த ஒன் தட் டீல்ஸ் வித் காலேஜஸ். Similarly, Young Indians is a bigger picture. So under that, we also work with schools, which we call Talir, and also with rural communities, which we call rural initiative. Just like how many project teams I said now for UA, similarly in the teams, all sub teams are also there. Yeah, next one. So there are few big events which we do apart from the Kutukuti events that we do, which we call the marquee events. One is InstaMinds and Yuva-Force. InstaMinds is actually design thinking workshop. We bring in real-time companies, okay, and we ask them to give out their real-time problems to the students, and the students they represent from each college, and they work as a team and try to solve those problems. And they give solutions. It's beneficial for everyone in the ecosystem. Okay. Similarly, Yuva-Force, it's more of a residential uh, 2-day leadership program for only selected Yuvas from each college. Yeah, next one. Yuva Olympics just happened last month, first initiative. Across all the Chennai colleges, we conducted Yuva Olympics. And similarly, Chennai Got Talent, that also just got over. A lot of other things we also fund, and other things also do, get together is another thing. So one of the best thing that we felt was a Pongal celebration. This time, all our Yuvas, what they did, they decided to celebrate the Pongal at a accessibility home, at a kids orphanage one place, and also another one accessibility home. So along with them, the US also enjoyed, and the kids, I'm sure they had a memorable day, all the kids of the orphanages. Yeah, next one. So this is the team actually that works behind. Okay, this is the UR team for Chennai chapter. So in Chennai chapter, Young Indians is more of a 150 member group, and among that there are multiple teams in which UR is one team that works very closely with colleges. Okay, I know you all are new here, and this could be new for you, but I wish you all the best going forward for your studies, academics in this next 3, 4 or 5 years, whatever courses you're taken. And if there is anything, you can always reach out to the your team. There is a your team already in MGR College. You can reach out to them, get in touch with them, or the nodal officer who is responsible for it. We're also there to help you out as well. Yeah. If there is anything that you guys want to ask as well, you can just post it in the comment box and ask. I can also happy to answer. Yeah, thanks, sir. Frederick, sir, I think. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir, for the great speech you have done with gratitude for the remarkable session on day 4 for the Diksharam 24 on the topic Yuva Bharatham. Students, you can now post your questions if you have in the chat box. There was one question.
Yes.
How can a student commit his passion to help others, and why to involve in accidents?
How can a student?
Commit his passion to help others. Suppose he is a normal person, how can he become helpful to others? Similarly, why should he involve in accidents? And many
Yeah, yeah.
people are
So,
afraid of blood and all these things. So, so like that.
so one thing, the
Short of
first
saying.
important thing is to take that first step. Okay, whether in life or anything, taking the first step is the first difficult most thing. எப்படி இன்வால்வ் பண்ணலாம்னு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா ஜஸ்ட் கப்பலில் ஜாயின் பண்ணாலே போதும். ஃபர்ஸ்ட் லெட்ஸ் அப்சர்வ் திங்ஸ் ஃபர்ஸ்ட். என்ன நடக்குதுன்னு பார்த்தாலே வில் ஜென்ரலி கெட் இன்ஸ்பிரேஷன் ஃப்ரம் லாட் ஆஃப் திங்ஸ் இஸ் ஹேப்பனிங் அரௌண்ட். பிகாஸ் there is already a team at MJR, if I'm not wrong, and a very good team. கிளப்ல நீங்க ஜாயின் பண்ணிட்டு பார்க்கும்போதே உங்களுக்கு தெரிஞ்சிடும் சீனியர்ஸ்லாம் என்ன பண்றாங்க, எது மாதிரி ஆக்டிவிட்டிஸ் பண்றாங்க. அதுல பார்த்தாலே உங்களுக்கு தெரியும், ஓகே அப்போ நம்மளும் இது மாதிரி பண்ணலாம், இல்லைன்னா வேற மாதிரி எதாவது பண்ணலாம் அந்த இது. And with respect to the second question, sir, with respect to accidents and blood and all these initiatives that we are doing, not groundல இறங்கி பண்ணணும் கூட இல்ல. இப்போ ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் அந்த ஃபரிஷ்டே சொன்னோம் இல்லையா,
Yes.
that kind of awareness, if you are coming out, நீங்க ஸ்கூல் ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் சொன்னா கூட உங்களால இறங்கி பண்ணவங்க someone else can come in and help. Okay, if they know that there is a legal law which says that நம்ம மேல எந்த லீகல் ஆக்ஷனும் இல்ல போலீஸ் கேஸும் வராது ஒருத்தவங்க ஆக்சிடென்ட்ல ஹெல்ப் பண்ணா, அதுக்கு நம்ம எதுவும் காசு எதுவும் கொடுக்க வேணாம்னு நம்ம சொன்னா இட் வில் பி பெனிஃபிஷியல் இன்ஃபர்மேஷன். இது நம்ம இன்னொருத்தவங்க ஸ்ப்ரெட் பண்ணாலே அது ஒரு பெரிய விஷயம்.
Thank you very much, sir, for their patience and
Yeah, thanks.
and also you are given us a lot of information how to help people and make them a better citizen for the country. Sir, you have enlightened us with the helping hand to human beings. Thank you, sir. The students have to be a part of Yuva Club and be a good citizen of modern India. Thank you, sir. I thank all the executives
sir.
for being with us for the first session. Dear students, I thank you for listening to this wonderful session. The attendance and feedback link will be posted in the chat box after the end of the second session. Please stay back for the second session, which resumes now. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Walt Disney says, All our dreams can come true if we have the courage to pursue them. Good afternoon to everyone present here for the second session of Diksharam 2024 Student Induction Program on Day 4. I am Dr. F. Frederick Jnanaraj, Assistant Professor, First Year ENT, Department of Mechanical Engineering, welcoming you all. On behalf of the Faculty of Engineering and Technology, I welcome our Founder Chairman, Dr. A.C. Shanmugam Sir, and President Engineer A.C. Arun Kumar Sir. I welcome all the executives present here. I welcome all the young scholars of engineering for this session. I'd also welcome the speaker for this session, Dr.J.Sridevi ma'am, Dean H&S. Let us now listen to the profile of the speaker for this session.
Thank you, sir. Good afternoon to one and all present here. I am Dr. M. Vanati, Professor, Department of Civil Engineering, First Year ENT. A warm welcome to our chief guest of this session, Dr. J. Sridevi, Dean, Humanities and Sciences, Professor and HOD Financial Planning Department in Dr. MGR Educational and Research Institute. She had graduated her MBA in Madurai Kamarajar University and PhD in Manonmaniyam Sundaranar University. In the year 2014, she got the award from MSME Government of India, Research Scientist Award from Marine Labs in the year 2016. And she also got a Thiruvalluvar Award in the year 2016 and Best Faculty Award from Global Multidisciplinary and Research Foundation in the year 2019. In the year 2020, she was awarded for excellence in teaching from Sri Kannada Charitable Trust and Vision Achievement Award from All India National Development Conference in the year 2020. She also got a Best Researcher Award from Dr. MGR Educational and Research Institute 2023. She published more than 35 papers in Scopus and 3 publications in Web of Science. She also published 7 numbers of books and book chapters. She submitted a proposal in AICTE under Socioeconomic Implications of Coronavirus in the year 2020. She also received fund for 2 lakhs in ICSSR for organizing international seminar in the year 2023. She also applied and presented in DST Entrepreneurship Development for tribal women with respect to Salem, Aircard, Panchamalai Hills and Tiruvannamalai Hills. Currently, one proposal submitted to ICSSR Viksit Bharat 2047 in July 2024. She has involved in curriculum development, NAC Chief Coordinator, IQSC in charge, Research Coordinator in PhD program, etc. She also a panel member, thesis evaluator, Board of Studies members in Tamil Nadu Open University.
Ma'am,
SN
Vanati ma'am, sorry to interrupt. You have given a wonderful presentation, ma'am. Shall we go on to the session, ma'am?
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you so much for the wonderful presentation by Vanati ma'am. Shall we move on to the session, ma'am? Vanati ma'am, shall we move on? Shall I start the session? Am I audible, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, good morning, everyone. So, dear students, sorry, good afternoon, everyone. Are you all in the YouTube? Since it is a post-lunch session, you people would have not interested in hearing this session, but please be sharpen your ears and alert. Would like to give you a few insights about this particular topic only. Okay, first I would like to thank our chairman, A.C. Shanmugam sir, and also our honorable president, engineer our A.C. Arun Kumar sir, for giving me the opportunity to address the first year students, engineering and technology students. And also I thank Joint Registrar Shubhashree ma'am, Dr. Shubhashree ma'am, who is heading the Joint Registrar post for first year ENT, for giving me the opportunity and considering me as a Dean HNS to give us the insights and inputs related to the first year students on the skill enabled courses and programs which is offering in our university. And thank all the supporting staff members and faculty members of the first year ENT. Okay, let me go into the session. Actually, the topic given to me on this 4th day session of Diksharam program of first year students is nothing but a Dexterity Plateau of Potential. So this is a wonderful topic, and ma'am has given me such a wonderful topic to me to address you people in through the YouTube channel, YouTube platform. So actually, I am Dean Humanities and Sciences, and also I am heading Career Guidance Cell. So since I have given so many inputs and talks related to the career development of the students, related to different disciplines, different domains, especially yeah, ENT. When you take it into ENT means chemical engineering, then EEE, ECE, computer science, IT. So what are the skills it's required for the engineering students to get into placement, to get into professional jobs? So for that, I have given different inputs to the different skilled oriented programs and different domain oriented programs. So now we are going to discuss about the skill sets because life skills and soft skills is very much required. So not only we are now focusing only on the technical skills, means it won't give you the complete package. So here the complete package, what we are calling as a skill sets, it's nothing but the life skills and soft skills. So you may acquire all the soft skills program in the curriculum itself. But apart from that, what are the other skills required for a engineering student to get a job, to get a professional job, to get into placement? So in what way we will help us the students? So in grooming the students, in mentoring the students, in providing the proper inputs to the students by practicing them into the good skills to attain and earn the good skills. So how we can learn the good skills in our period of study? So in our graduation, during our graduation program, because it's a engineering degree is a 4 years degree program. So throughout the degree program, not only technical skills we are offering, apart from the technical skills, some practical skills, then lab oriented skills, which is very much required for engineering student, as well as business skills, then personal skills, then the soft skills, which is all very much required for a student to learn. So even the student may lagging in some areas, they may not able to set into the right track or right path. So for that, we are offering such a platform here. So here, first year engineering technology is providing a space for the students to explore the talents, to explore the skill sets, and also they are providing a various opportunities for the students to enhance themselves in the particular skills and also in their domain knowledge. So here we are not only offering a degree. Apart from that, what are the other skills which is required for the life also, which is required for the career also, we are nurturing from the first year onwards. So that is what in the induction day program itself, I told that these are the skills you have to focus in the day one itself. So Diksharam program particularly focuses on the several aspects of students to build a student in a combined way. So apart from this, different aspects, so skills is also very much required. So as per NEP, as per UGC, so we are also focusing on the skill oriented programs, value addition programs, and also the certification programs, which is very much essential and required for the students to focus, to learn, to earn a credits. So that's what we have incorporated in all the curriculum itself. So apart from these regular mode, you also have to learn so many things in developing in your skill sets. Okay, so you have come from a homogeneous background, so different heterogeneous background, different persons may have different skill sets. You may not able to adapt with one student, you may not able to adapt the environment. So all these barriers is there. So you have to break out all the barriers and you have to come out with the flying colors, with the different colors, and with the potentiality. So finally, the potential is nothing but what are all the skill sets here, how good you are in communications. So here, getting a degree is nothing but the gateway for the entering into a company or organization. So apart from this degree, so what are additional you have, additional skill sets you have to become a team manager, to become a project manager, or to become a person to boost your team members. So for that, you need certain skill sets. So what are the skill sets right now you have? How to enhance your skill sets? How to improve your skill sets? How, if you don't have any skill sets, how to learn the skill sets and adapt in your life? So these are only we are going to discuss in today's session. So let me enter into the session. Next slide, ma'am. Skills which are required for the engineering students. So, since the student may be chosen a, CSC program or a EC program or a CSC, EC or IT program, whatever it may be. So, apart from that, so you may be good in technical skills. For example, if a CSC student is good in Java programming, Python, and also C, C++, AI. So, apart from this technical knowledge, so how the students has to build their own additional skill sets. So for example, soft skills, problem solving skills, decision making skills, practical skills, business skills, personal skills. These are all the skills is very much required for a student to learn and to practice and to adapt in the day-to-day life, which is not only enhances the helps the pathway for the student to go into the career, and also it will be useful for the personal life. So so as a student, you have to come to college and you have to attend the classes and complete the assignments in the right time and get the grade marks. This is one side. Parallelly, you have to focus on your skill sets. So whether we are having we are good in communications, or whether we are good in the practical skill sets, or whether we are good in the personal skill sets, as we are good in the problem solving skill sets, this and all we need to identify. And if you are lacking in such areas, you have to practice daily and you have to learn certain things to inculcate those skills. So our ultimate aim is to we have to make the student good in sound knowledge, having the sound knowledge, and make the students very good in those skills and sound knowledge in all aspects in getting a job, say in getting a placement. That is what our ultimate motto. So even our parents also what they want to think means we have to put our children in a engineering college or university to for what purpose? To get a job, to be good, shine in the career, to get a pleasant, decent job. So all these are very much required. We have our own goals and ambitions. So for that, we need to develop those skill sets to compete in the competition to get a professional job. So that is what our ultimate aim. So in the day one itself, you set your goals and objectives and set the time frame, and also you need to understand in which area you are good and which area you are bad. You're not only it's not a bad, in which area you are weakness. Also, what is your strength? That we need to identify in the day one itself based on the skill sets you have to develop. So these are the skill sets is very much required for the engineering students. So please understand that once we have enter into the college, don't think that we have everything we have, the job will come to in your hand. It's not like that. You have to compete. So compete and get a professional job. For that, the skill sets we need to adapt. Next one, ma'am. Next one, ma'am. So technical skills. What do you mean by technical skills? So the technical skills is nothing but the CSC student have a technical knowledge, sound knowledge in the domain area. So maybe he is good in programming, he is good in the app development, or he may be good in the Python, C++, Java. So the software proficiency, what we call as a CAT MATLAB, then simulation lab. So these are all the sound knowledge he may have in the during the period of study. Okay, so this technical knowledge will support during the interview process, will support the person to get a job, because 70% of a technicality job is very much required for a interview process. But apart from that technical knowledge, we should have certain knowledge that is very much required, that certain skill sets that is very much required for the person. So that is what the next slide, ma'am. Next slide, ma'am. Soft skills, previous one, ma'am. Yeah. So when you talk about the soft skills, what is called as soft skills? So you come to the college and you will attend all the classes and you will get a good grade marks. But this is also incorporated in your syllabus, that is called as soft skills. So why we are giving weightage to the soft skills? So why it is very much required to address the gathering, so to impress the boss, or to communicate properly with the lower level employees or higher level employees, or with the peer group members, so or with your friends. We need the proper precise language. So the communication should be very precise. It should be in the proper way you have to communicate. So for that, this communication skills is very much required for the student to practice to address a large crowd. So this teamwork. So one of the important thing is teamwork and collaboration. So combined together, we have to work and also delegate the work to the responsible person so that everybody will work and and also they will follow your instructions, and they will give the feedback about their work then and there. So for that, collaboration is very much required. So you cannot isolate your work and you can do alone. It is not like that. In an organization, you have to collaboratively work together with the other employees, other project members, and we have to do the work. So for that, teamwork and team building is very much required for a person in the cadre of the manager, in the team lead, or you may be in the project manager work role. So for that, teamwork and collaboration is very much required. Then important aspect is the soft skills, time management. So why time management is required? So when we told that you have to complete the assignment in that particular time, means that is assigned a job given to you, you have to complete it within the time frame, within the time bound. So otherwise it is not valuable at all. So beyond the time, if you are submitted to a professor, the professor may not interested in correcting those assignments and will mark 0. So you have to manage your time, that is manage your time and complete the work within the time frame. So which will give you the good remarks. So which will give you the good remarks, and also the professor will be happy in awarding the marks to you. So you should manage your time not only in the college hours, even in your lifetime also you have to manage properly the time schedule and work accordingly. So because discipline is important, time management is important, team work and team building is important. So these are the skill sets. You may not have, you may be lacking in those skill sets, I don't know. So but you have to practice those skill sets and adapt to the environment. So you will come from the different heterogeneous background. So many students have come from different states and different places. So you may not be the homogeneous. But in that case, in one place, you all have to synchronize with the rules and with the positive vibes and make the other people also happy. You also feel to be so happy in adapting this new environment. So this adaptability skill set is also one of the important factor to grow in your life. Next one. So one of the important aspect is problem solving. So this is one of the skill set because it's one particular topic also. So problem solving and decision making is one particular topic. It's very much useful for everybody, not only as a student, not in everybody's life. We need to we have some problems. The problem should be solved. So how to solve the problems? So for that, we need to identify what is the exact problem. So what problem arises because of that we are lagging. So for that problem, we need to think what is the exact problem, define the problem. So before analyzing, define the problem. So then generate the alternatives. So this is what the problem arises. I could not able to attend the class in so and so time, means what is the problem, exact problem. So why that we could not able to attend the classes, and also what are the various alternatives for attending the class. We need to think in such a way that is a problem exists, means we need to find the solution for that problem. That solution we have to find out. You cannot drag the problem for so many different times. So decision making plays a predominant role in solving the problem and also taking the decision in the right time. Okay, it is not that an easy task. So here this aspect of problem solving, so everybody will face in an organization. You may be the project manager or you may be the team lead in the company. So there are so many problems arises from the different functional units or from the different teams also. As a team lead, you have to solve all the problems under your group members or above the executive people. So whatever problem arises, you have to take the problem in such a way that we can solve all the problems and you can also capable of finding the solution to the problem. In such a way, you have to equip yourself for the solving the problem. And another aspect is decision making. So once you have identified the solution for the problem, you have to decide. So this will give you the fruitful result for my team members and also for attaining the goal of the organization. So this is very much required. Decision making skills. Ma'am, next slide, ma'am. Next slide, ma'am. Next slide. Next, ma'am. Next. So that's what I told you, identify the decision-making skills. So our greatest distinction as a species is our capacity, unique among the animals, to counter the evolutionary choices. So what decision-making skill is nothing but once you have decided the solution for the problem, we have to put the solution into action plan. So that is a decision-making is a right time we have to decide. We should not postpone the decisions, or we should not drag the decision, taken the decision and not able to implement decision means it will not work, and it will not give you the fruitful result at the end of the day. So next slide, ma'am. So decision making skills is also very much required to decide effectively, efficiently, in an optimistic way, way to implement those decisions. That is very much important. So for deciding those things, we need to have a decision making skills. This will work. This is the final solution. If this decision is fails, means what we supposed to do. So all those things we have to analytically we have to think. So that only we are saying that the person should have the analytical mind to take appropriate decisions in the right time, the right place, with the right right format. So that is what for taking the decision making is a sequence of steps we need to analyze. So then only we can able to communicate and put into the decision into the action plan. Okay, I'm right. So you are in the position as a project lead or a project manager. You should you are the position to take up a decisions. So for that, you need to understand and analyze the environment surround you. So that environment you have to analyze. So once you have analyzed and generating the alternative plans, or we can say that alternative decisions. Decision is one decision. Okay, this is what the problem, this is what the decisions are. If the decision have some time period, if the decisions have some values, so within the time frame only we can able to implement. Beyond the time frame, if you implement means it will not work and it will not give you the right solution for the particular problem. So for that, checking and verifying the decisions again and again and put into the action, so then only the decision will be in the right way. Next, ma'am. Next, ma'am. Okay. So it's one important technique is nothing but the star busting technique. So there is a problem exists. It is your fate. The problem arrives to you. So you have to solve the problem. So at that point of time, you had to ask so many questions. So the grounds for arising the problem, and you have also analyzed decisions which one is better and feasible for the organization and feasible for our employees and for the attainment of goals. All those things we have analyzed and put into the action into the decision into the plan, action plan. So then now we are the place to ask so many questions. So for taking a right decisions. So that is what the star busting technique. This is also one of a technique. You simply plan when you are faced any problem in the future. So that is what the star busting technique, which is called as who, what, when, where, why, how, from where to where. So this it's a technique, or we can call it as a tool also. So which will be useful for the person to analyze why this has happened, what is the cause for the problem, the cause and effect of the problem, and when it is happened, where it is happened. All those things you have to ask yourself and find the answers for each and every questions, so that it will be easy for you to avoid such problems in future. So this technique is called a star busting technique. So this star busting techniques carries a few variables like questioning variables. All these questioning variables you have to ask yourself and find out and write down the answers for these questions. Then it is easy for the person to solve the problem. Next, ma'am. Next important aspect of the skills is practical skills. So I told you earlier, so technical skills is also having a sound knowledge in your technical domain. So practical skills is nothing but, for example, if you are a biotechnology student, or if you are a computer student, or if you are an EC student. So EC students can be good in doing the VLCs by taking practice in the laboratory in the VLCs lab, or a VSLI lab, or in the PCB molding, or PCB assembling. So the biotechnology students may be familiar with the labs. So you have to be experienced. So you have to have experience by practicing daily in the laboratory or in the labs, system labs, or in the experiment, carrying out your experiments in the lab. So that also will be useful for the person, for a student, to have a confidence in their work, to have a confidence in their skill sets, to have a confidence in their domain areas and knowledge. So these skill sets, day to day, if you are practicing in the laboratory, if you are practicing in the systems, this will enable the students to give you the more confidence. So suppose a student has developed a prototype in the domain area, for example, in EC, like e-vehicle or a solar panel, something they would have experiment, and they would have find out those experiments. Means for that you develop the prototype and you give it to a professor and ask them to provide the platform to explore those prototypes. So we are ready to offer spaces, and we are very much eagerly waiting for students to provide inventions in their domain. So there are the engineering technology professors and also madam will provide so much of space for the students to explore their skill sets. So in terms of the project exhibitions, in terms of providing the certification programs, in terms of providing the skill-oriented programs to the students, they are also having collaboration with the different chapters and different forums. So all these things you have to utilize. So you have to make utilize of these forums, of these conferences, collaborations, project expos. So you have to keenly watch and participate all these events to explore your ideas, to explore your skill sets. So we are very much brought to the students in offering different programs. So like you are lucky to be admitted in our university. So management as well as madam will provide you a wider space for the students to explore their skill sets in any levels, in any competitions. So for that you need to have practice the practical component which is involved in your technical domain, as well as the area of interest, the expertise you want to become. So for that, the candidate, or sorry, the student should have a practical knowledge. So that prototyping, testing, and getting the inventions, and getting the patents and copyrights for the inventions, all those things is very much essential for a person to become to become a job oriented person. So to become an inventor, to become a research scientist. So these skill sets are very much mandatory required for the student. Next one. Next very important skill is business skills. So business skills, what is meant by business skills? Ma'am, I'm not going to run any business or going to start up a new business. It's not like that. So these skill sets are also very much required for a student to inculcate this business skills. See, for example, the project management and planning. So our university vision is the students should be the creators. We want our students to be entrepreneurs. So in that sense, the out of 100 students, some students may have intention to start a new startups. So they may have the idea. For that also, we are encouraging the students to start up the companies with their own ideas and inventions. So for that also, you want to become an entrepreneur, we need some skill sets which is required for the students. So that is nothing but the project feasibility study. What we call it as a project feasibility study. So to analyze those project feasibility study with the proper financial support, you also become an entrepreneur. So for that, you should have some skill sets like some basic skill sets like leadership skills, communication skills, future forecasting skills. You should be the analyzer, negotiator. So negotiation skills is nothing but negotiating with the different people, with the marketing people, with the sales people, with the suppliers, with the customers. So you have to keep on negotiate with each and every people to do the marketing for your product. So for that, the communication is very much required, negotiation is very much required, and also the risk taker. One of the important factor as a variable is involved in the business skills is a risk taker. You should have the ability to take the risk to run the business organization. So without risk, we can't get anything. So these skills also we are nurturing in the period of study to the student want to have run a business also we are nurturing, and we are providing a space for the students to become an entrepreneur. So the budgeting, the finance feasibility, the budgeting component which is involved in the finance feasibility is very much required for the student, and also the technical feasibility, then a project planning feasibility, the product area feasibility, all those things we will incorporate in our entrepreneurship development paper, which is involved in the curriculum itself. So theoretically, not only theoretically we are offering, apart from that also practical implementation and practical knowledge also we are imparting to the students to enhance their skill sets, to groom their skill sets. Next one. Next very important skill set is a personal skills. So why it is called as a personal skills, why it is very much required means, so the some skill sets are very much required for business, some skill sets are very much required for the technical, some skill sets are very much required for the getting a job in a company. So but personal skill sets are very much required for a student, apart from these aspects. So you should, as a person, you should have the discipline. As a person, you should have the self motivation. You should be broad minded. You should have a positive vibrations. So these are all the skill sets is very much required, even you're working or not. So while the period of study itself, as a student, you should have this code of conduct to be followed. That professional conduct should be followed. Ethically, you should behave with the other persons. So considering them as a maintaining the equality, considering them as a same person. So that self-discipline, self-motivation, then attention to the detailed version quality. So contact, professional conduct is also very much required. So without harming anybody, the sharing your joys, sorrows, so caring of other people, these are all very much required for human being. As a human being, you should all have this skills. So this personal skills will help you to enhance yourself in the life also. That's what I told you in the first slide itself. Life skills and soft skills, both are very much required for your life, not only for getting a job or for a placement or for a professional job. So apart from that, these are all is very much required. So that is helping people, supporting other people whenever they require any, they are facing any problem. So you help from your side. In what way you can help? It's monetary or non-monetary, or maybe the advice, whatever it may be. Some supporting hand you should provide to the other person to help and support. That is a human nature and human behavior. So this ethical and professional conduct also you should follow in your lifetime. Next one. Next, ma'am. Next, ma'am. So personality development. So personality development is very much important. Personality development itself is one biggest topic. It's a wide topic. It's a separate subject. So the personality is not just a fixated identity of a person. It is a process of evolution and development of oneself. So we are not born with a strong and impressive personality, but we create it. So we also have some drawbacks, some barriers. Apart from that, by practice, we are also creating certain things. It is a process that requires patience and delegate efforts to build up our personality. So the technical knowledge speaks only for 70%, remaining 30%, your attitude, your attitude, your behavior, your personality development, your grooming, all those things only speaks in an interview. Next, ma'am. Next, ma'am. So why personality development is essential for students? For boost the confidence level, to groom the individual's identity, to enhance the communication skills, okay, and for the career growth, to get a to be sustainable in a career, and also inculcates the positive habits. So without these things, one cannot be a gainer, or one cannot be the 100% complete person. So it's a personality development is a package of all skills. So we need to build our confidence. Whenever we lose this confidence, we have to build the confidence through our self motivation, because we people are highly self motivated. So we should also motivate ourselves to boost the confidence. So grooms our individual identity. Who is this person? That individual identity can be created by the strong personality development of a person. So I want to insist all the students, please focus on your the identity. What's your individual identity? So, in what way you are excellent? So, what is the uniqueness you have? Each and every person is a unique person. So, you should prove yourself, or you have to showcase yourself in what way you are unique. You have to showcase your identity in terms of in terms of technical, or in terms of practicality, or in terms of invention, in terms of business, or in terms of career growth, or in terms of your positive habits. So what it may be, you have to develop your confidence level, boost your confidence level, improve your communication, and be strong, so that these skill sets. Next one, ma'am. So I told you the importance of personality development in students' life. Why it is important? Why keep on we are insisting to become a problem, so to become a student. So you have to inculcate those skills. That is communication skills, overcome your shyness. So develop a positive attitude in and around the place where you are, and develop a positive outlook on life. Improve your problem solving ability and decision making skills. So build leadership skills. So better communication skills. These are all is very much required for a student in a student life after the student the in a career life. So whatever it may be, so this will help you in the long term. So that's what I really insist and stress upon these skill sets, which is mandatory, which is required, which is the criteria to get a job, and also you have to excel in your life. Okay, next one. Life skills are behaviors that enable the individuals to adapt and deal effectively with the demands and challenges of life. So we are all here with the constraints only. So with this constraints only, you have to adapt. So with this life skills, the interpersonal relationship, building a relationship with the peer students, building relationship with your neighbors, building relationship with in your career, you have to build a relationship with your higher level people, lower level people, managing a team effectively, coping with the stress, coping with the emotions. And strong the intellectuals, analytical mind to solve the problems, to take the right decisions. We should have a courage to take a decisions and to implement it. So this should not affect the organization. In that sense, this all the skills, creative skills, analytical skills, critical thinking skills. So this all the skills is very much required. So that we are saying that the life skills is important in life. So the individual, you may be the individual or maybe be a student. So you have to practice those skills which is vital and essential for your lifetime period. Okay, next one. Next one. So these are the tips I would like to give you for the developing the personality. Just listen the slide, watch a slide. You to be a attentive listener and developing a strong, outstanding communication skills. So attempt to engage in your conversation with the other people. Those who are with adaptability, be a motivator, be an optimistic person, and possess optimistic body languages. So these are all very much required for a student to develop the personality. Next one, ma'am. Next one, ma'am. And these skill sets are required that you need to practice. I told you. So the one of the important aspect is dressing appropriately. So dressing appropriately, it's not only to get the attention from the interviewer, but also in the regular life also you have to appropriately dress when you're attending the interview. use the formal dress code with the light color shirt and formal dark color suit when you're addressing the gathering or you're going for the presentation. So the sharp colors you should avoid. So cut your hair and I neatly shaved properly, and also wear the shoes and suits, formal dress wears. So all these are very much on the important for a student. Okay, next, ma'am. So trimmed haircut, clean shaved, warm smile. So grooming is also very much important nowadays. You have to groomed properly. So the correct body posture and the handshake, the dress code, it gives you the confidence level. It enhances you the confidence level and also the admires the opposite persons. So in such a way, you have to be develop those dressing skill sets also. Next one. Okay. So this is what I would like to say today. So, so I wish you all the students for the Diksharam program and as well as for their the degree program. So if you have a professor also, you have a mentor also, you may have a class in charge also. Then and there you discuss with your class in charge or with the mentors and effectively ask the subject related questions also. And apart from that, other things related to the non-academic also. The first thing I wanted to tell you and insist you that you break all the barriers and you be a person who can confidently speak and confidently run the shows and showcase your talents. So in such a way, you have to groom yourself. I wish you a very all the best for all the first year students. And thank you so much for the opportunity given to me to address the first year students in the Diksharam program day 4. Thank you so much, Subhashri ma'am, and also the other team members and the faculty team members. So anything would like to ask, ma'am?
Thank you, ma'am, for your inspiring speech on Dexterity Plateau of Potential. Any questions from the students? You can please type in the chat box. And also, coming to the session, you have brought various methods for the essential skills required by the student community to develop into successful engineers. Thank you, ma'am, for the excellent and thought-provoking speech.
Thank you, ba.
The students have to develop at least one skill or all the skills also. Uh, how to improve the soft skills by a student? Is there any possibility, ma'am?
Yeah. Soft skills we have already incorporated in a curriculum itself. So, and also we have a very good communication lab, which is a practice lab for developing and improving the communication skills of the students. So the students, they have to ensure they have to attend all the communication lab programs and to develop their own skill sets. So we have incorporated everything in our curriculum, and also we are providing a wider space for the students to explore their hidden talents. So many projects, you as a faculty, you may know very well. So we are providing a platform for them to explore the talents. We have, I think so. You have conducted the cultural program also. First year ENT have done a great job in cultural participation. So, so we are providing everything. It's students to take up the projects and to
Thank you
explore the
very
skills.
yes. Thank you very much, ma'am, for the advice to the students. So the students would definitely develop their skills. I assure you, ma'am. Thank you for
And
your.
also, I request the students to take up the psychometric test, which is available in the online also. From the psychometric test, they can also able to understand what is their level of skill sets they have, in which area they are lagging. So all those things is online. There, it's a free of cost only. So open source, they can download that psychometric source platform, and they can also work on it. So this will show you the percentages for different skill sets.
Thank you, ma'am, for the excellent and thought-provoking speech. I would now like to thank our founder, chairman, Dr. A.C. Shanmugam sir, and president, engineer A.C. Arun Kumar sir. I thank our provost, vice chancellor, rector, registrar, senior registrar, additional registrar, joint registrar, and all the various department deans, heads of various departments, and all the executives present here. I wish to thank our joint registrar, first year ENT, Dr. N.S. Subhashri ma'am, event coordinators and technical team to make this event successful. I thank all the student participants who are eager to know about the various skill sets that have to be developed for a better future. Thank you all for this program and thank you for attending this. Dear students, the attendance and feedback link is posted in the chat box. Please fill the details in it. Thank you.
இது எங்க வாழ்க்கையில ரொம்ப ஸ்பெஷலான டே. எங்களோட ப்ரொஃபஷன்ஸ் வேற வேற. நாங்க யாரும் நெய்பர்ஸ் கிடையாது, சைல்ட்ஹுட் ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸும் இல்ல. ஆனா எங்க எல்லாருக்கும் ஒரு ஒற்றுமை இருக்கு. நாங்க எல்லாரும் ஒன்னா உருவானோம், ஒரே பாதையில. எங்களுக்குள்ள ஒரு அழகான நட்பும் இந்த சமுதாயத்துல ஒரு உயர்ந்த அங்கீகாரமும் அமைச்சு கொடுத்து இந்த உலகத்துக்கு எங்களை அடையாளம் காட்டினது எங்க எம்ஜிஆர் யூனிவர்சிட்டி. Our university united us.
Dr. MGR Educational and Research Institute, Mother of all, Chennai.